Okay, this is what you're supposed to do during the week of August 31st through September 3rd. There's one assignment. That's to take the Chapter 1 quiz. And I probably told you this before, but you never can tell. The Chapter 1 quiz will be open from midnight Sunday night through 11:59 p.m. on Thursdays. You got 4 days. You got 96 hours to find 10 minutes to take the thing. I recommend doing some preparation first. It's based on Chapter 1 of U.S. and Narrative History, not the supplements. You have on the Canvas page, under Study Materials, you have a folder with chapter study questions. So you take the Chapter 1 study questions. I recommend printing them out if you can. And then if you want to make a good grade on it, you're going to work through those. I recommend a section at a time. The study questions are based on that chapter from that book. They're a chapter outline in question form. And that's the stuff you would need to know to do well on this. So you don't have to memorize it unless you're real good at that. But look over the questions in the first section, which will include the chapter introduction always. Then read through that portion of the chapter so you see how things fit together. Then go back, and if you need to take any notes, do so. But when you open the quiz, when you click on that, clock starts and you got 10 minutes. You have 10 minutes to do an 11-question quiz. Probably no two people are going to see the same 11 questions. The test bank is like, I don't know, 18 questions, something like that. And the answers will be shuffled from one version to the next. So 10 minutes. Once the 10 minutes are up, it's closed and you're done. There's no retakes. I don't allow retakes. And unlike in the past, and this was a holdover from when I had face-to-face classes, I had a pretty liberal policy when it came to makeups. There aren't any makeups. I mean, if you can't, that just makes it all way too complicated for me and you both. So if you got some real bad situation, email me and tell me about it, and maybe I'll have mercy. But generally speaking, if you can't work in 10 minutes in 96 hours, then we'll move on. Now, after the week is over, I'll go down the list, and anybody that doesn't have a grade, I'll put in a 0. And if I didn't, there'd be a little dash there, and that would be averaged in as a 0 as well by the software. Then there are the videos, and they're going to look like a long list. As of right now, we're up through English colonization part 5. There's going to be more than that, and that will go on a bit. But think of it this way. Since they're no more than 15 minutes long, it takes about 4 of them to equal what you'd receive in a face-to-face class session. So you do need to watch those. Take them in order. And it's also very important that you read the corresponding supplement chapter. The second chapter of the supplements, actually third, is English colonization. So you kind of get that both ways. You read through it. You hear me tell you about it. There's details in one that won't be in the other, and so forth. But I think that increases the odds of it sinking in. When you do that stuff, you're preparing for exam 1. Okay? There will be, probably will be on English colonization for the week, because I just do 2 colonies. I look at Virginia, settled mainly by economic refugees. I look at Massachusetts, settled mainly by religious refugees. 2 different worlds. The other colonies, I'll sketch that in. I won't spend anywhere near as much time on any other as I do those 2. They're representative of South and North. So, by the way, on reading the equivalent supplement chapters, it doesn't matter to me which you do first. You can watch the video first and then read it. You can read it and then watch the video. Either way. Okay, that's what you're going to be doing this week. Next week, I believe, and you can check your schedule of assignments, which is now posted. There are going to be 2 chapter quizzes. There are a lot of weeks where there'll be 2 quizzes. Sorry, or maybe a quiz and an exam. Okay, there you go. so you can figure out how to turn it off.